The Nevis Island Administration is reporting a surplus in its finances for the first 6 months of the year, with increases in revenues compared to 2023. However, Nevis Minister of Finance, Premier Brantley, during his monthly press conference for August 2024 on Thursday, was keen to point out that the NIA still has seen an increase in fiscal deficit, despite the improved financial performance for the first half of the year.
The primary and overall balances are, as at June 2024, both in a surplus position. And that has widened in comparison to that position as at the same period in 2023. However, the fiscal deficit has increased in comparison to its level as of June 30, 2023. This indicates that recurrent revenue growth is still not sufficient to support the current rate of expansion in recurrent expenditure. So we still have work to do. The fiscal gap, though larger than in 2023, is considerably smaller than it was in 2022 and 2021. Also, both the overall and primary surplus balances are at the highest levels over the 8 comparison periods, 2017 to 2024.
Mr. Brantley gave a synopsis of the government revenue, which has seen a slight increase compared to 2023.
This year, for the first 6 months, our revenue is $119.89 million. Last year, at the same period, it was $108.39 million. Recurrent revenue of $81.89 million for the period January to June 24 increased by 9.5% or $7.17 million when compared to the $74.72 million collected for that same period in 2023. Tax revenue has grown this year by 8.76%, and non-tax revenue has grown by 12.43%. Revenue from one of our main sectors, financial services, has exceeded expectations by some 24.41% or $1.64 million, and has outpaced 2023 performance by 15.35% or $1.11 million. Stamp duties have exceeded expectations by some 143.76% or $5.07 million, and outpaced 2023 performance by 125.78% or $4.79 million. Import duties exceeded expectations by 13.13% or $0.6 million, and outpaced 2023 performance by 21.14% or $1.14 million. Customs service charge exceeded expectations by 12.61% or $0.53 million, and outpaced 2023 results by 21.5% or $0.84 million. Total VAT receipts fell short of expectations, $24.3 million, by some 8.4% or $2.4 million.
Meanwhile, the Premier also gave an insight into the debt situation of the island.
Total public sector debt as of June 2024 for the island of Nevis amounted to $539.77 million. In comparison to debt levels as at the same period last year, this was at $544.45 million, which indicates a marginal net decrease of 0.85%. Public sector debt stocks remain persistently high. Public sector debt as of 30 June 2024 consisted of $478.61 million in central government debt and $61.16 million in government guaranteed debt. Domestic central government debt increased by 0.5% or $2.25 million when compared to debt levels as of June 2023. However, in terms of our external debt, that is debt owed to creditors outside, that would have declined over the period by some 11.95%.
The Premier also disclosed that recurrent expenditure from January to June 2024 increased by 10.49% or $8.11 million when compared to the same period last year and came in under budget. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.